it's easy to Geico.
Amanda?
Hi, Amanda. Come in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Choose Duracell to make the most of holiday magic. Because before you know it, they're moody teenagers. Holiday magic is fleeting. Don't risk it to save a few cents. Trust Duracell.
Seth Greenberg, Kevin Connors here in studio. No November conversation elicits as much consternation and indifference and then ultimately passion then who's the best conference in college basketball?
So I always love this conversation, Seth, because I'm like, how do you define the best conference? Is it about the amount of teams and the depth that they got to in the tournament, or is it about the conference that has a team that you think can actually win the whole thing? So for me, let's just start off with the latter, the team that I think can win the whole thing. I love watching Kansas play. I think every team has holes, but I think between KJ Adams and Hunter Dickinson, with them knowing who they are, even though losing some critical pieces last year, I still think the Big 12 is the best conference, top to bottom, and I still think that Kansas probably has the best potential out of the Big 12 of teams to win.
Yeah, Kansas, maybe Houston. You got to put Houston in that conversation. Baylor, obviously, Jacoby Walter is absolutely phenom. I mean, I just absolutely love the way he played against Auburn, just so poised. The Big East has got to be in that same conversation because they got three teams without a doubt are going to be in the conversation to go to the Final Four. You got a UConn team, Donovan Clingan, obviously don't have Adonis Sanogo, but they have Clingan. They're going to miss Jordan Hawkins' shot making, but they got Cam Spencer who can make shots. Stephen Castle is an absolute phenom. He's a 6'5" ball guard that can make plays. You've got this Creighton team. Creighton is explosive offensively. Trey Alexander maybe could be a guy that we can have in the conversation for also playing with you eventually. Ryan Cochran is an elite defender. Steve Nashworth, the transfer from Utah State, is a good facilitator. Baylor Shotterman, another guy who can make shots. And then you've got Marquette. People forget Marquette last year. Big East champions.
Yep.
Big East Conference champion.
Big East Player of the Year.
Yep, the best passer in college basketball. Yeah, now they missed O'Mac. There's no doubt about that. But they've got trust. They remind me a little bit of Villanova. Their culture is so strong. There's so much buy-in. They didn't go into the portal. David Choplin's going to come in and take a step up. Cam Jones is a three-level scorer. Stevie Mitchell defends. You're looking at a team that is just really connected. They've got three teams that can legitimately get to the Final Four.
See, that goes back to our original point of the conversation, right? Is it about depth of the league? Because I would say that the Big 12 still has better depth. It's like, even though I look at the ACC, I think Duke is the one team that can obviously get there, but I don't think the depth of the league is anywhere close.
Right? Who does, though? The SEC.
SEC for sure.
The SEC, Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Auburn, Mississippi State, maybe Ole Miss. I mean, you talk about a deep conference, and who knows? Kentucky gets those big guys. Will they be a Final Four contender? Alabama with Grant Nelson, will they be a Final Four contender? I'll tell you one thing. I mean, a strongly transfer from Hofstra, mid-major guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hard to play against. Mark Sears, a transfer from Ohio U, mid-major guy. But they're an interesting team to watch. Texas A&M, one of the best backcourts in the country, obviously, led by Wade Taylor. So Arkansas, incredible depth. We don't talk about the SEC enough. We really don't, because the SEC, to me, they invested in coaches, they invested in facilities. By the way, they're pretty good in their regional likeness.
Yeah. I mean, Tennessee's one of the toughest teams in the country as well.
By the way, we haven't mentioned at all the Pac-12, USC, a young team. We'll see what they are with Bronny James, UCLA, Arizona.
Arizona has a legitimate chance.
In the conversation as well.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, Arizona is a team that plays with force, size, strength, depth, versatility. Kyle Boswell's going to be one of the most over players.
Big Ten. Again, we're having this conversation about the best conferences, and we talked about the Big East and the Big 12 and the SEC.
Look at the emergence of Michigan and how Michigan has played to start the season. That win against St. John's was no joke. I mean, they absolutely dominated that game. Purdue, we cannot ignore Purdue. Like everyone says, well, you know, what about St. Pete? What about Fairleigh Dickinson? And I say, you know what? People said the same things about Purdue they said about Villanova. I mean, just people said the same things about Purdue they said about Virginia.
Great point.
Right? This is a Purdue team. They can shoot it. They're extremely well coached. They got a difference maker in the post. They've got a little bit more athletic, and they got more versatility.
Yeah, I just wonder sometimes, like, if they have those scoring droughts, how they handle that. And also sometimes having Zach Edey on the court, like, as much as I love him as a player, like, bigs like that, I mean, as a guard, if you're a dynamic guard, you can try to pull those guys out away from the basket at times.
Those little itty-bitty guards.
6'2" is a little itty-bitty.
They have to look up the old big old Zach and say, big fella, I'm sorry, but stop it.
All of us look up at Zach Edey here, the defending and reigning player of the year. Off and running to a new season of college basketball. We'll take you back to your game right after this.
Fashion always came easy to me. But when the fashion critics told me to play it safe, I decided to call an audible. Does that make me a fashion icon? Sure, but inspiration is everywhere if you're listening.
Ignite your imagination. Audible.
Half here in the Farrell Center in Waco. Talked about Baylor trying to avoid the upset bug. Man, there have been some upsets, King, involving the top 10 teams this week.
Man, this has been crazy. What is going on in college basketball? But with this, if Baylor holds on to win this game, I don't see why. I mean, Arizona would automatically jump to number 1, Kansas to 2, Houston to 3. I don't see why Baylor would not jump to number 4 if they hold on to win this basketball game. But right there, I mean, nobody is safe. I mean, with the landscape of college basketball and everybody being older, some of these teams are good. And you look at Villanova. Villanova won the battle for Atlantis, beating 3 really good teams. Then they turn around and drop 2 in a row to St. Joseph's and to Drexel today. I mean, everybody can get beat at any moment. And honestly, it's starting to feel like March in December, early December.
That is wild. Some wild results. Again, just today, Wisconsin beat Marquette. You mentioned Drexel beat Villanova. Georgia Tech beat Duke today, 5-4. Kentucky lost at home to UNC Wilmington. Really wild to see those results here in early December. Potentially, Big 12 could have maybe 3 of the top 4 or 5 teams in the nation when the poll comes out on Monday.
Yeah, that would be great for the Big 12. I mean, it's high-level basketball and being able to add Houston. And what Kelvin Sampson has done with those guys and with that program, and that's such a great addition to the Big 12. And that elevates it that much more. So, yeah, the Big 12 might have 3 teams in the top 5.
All right, got to take care of business here. Second half coming up for Scott Drew and the Bears, leading big over Northwestern State, 40-14. The Bears can continue that defensive intensity that they showed in the first half. 5 block shots, holding Northwestern State to 19% shooting. I'm sorry, 17% shooting. Demons ball to begin the second half, which is underway. Demons shoot to the basket to our right in front of their bench in the second half. 40 points by Baylor, by the way, their second lowest first half scoring of any game this season. 3 is up and in by Jamel Lane from the left corner.
Baylor tried to trap on the ball screen, but they let the point guard out of the trap. He was able to locate the open man and knock down for the 3.
There's at 34 in the first half against Auburn. Came back to win that game with a great second half comeback in their season opener. Northwestern State now 2 of 12 shooting from 3-point range with that make. Bridges has the ball knocked out of his hands. Pass tipped away and stolen. Lane will dunk it at the other end. 5 unanswered by the Demons to begin the second half.
See the Demons coming out with some energy. Will Baylor be able to have that same level of intensity like they did in the first half?
Nice give and go there by Ray J. Dennis to Eve Nisi, who's fouled.
It's right here, great steal. Getting in the passing lane and a great flush right there on the opposite side.
Lane with the dunk at the other end. Justin Wilson with the foul that puts Eve Nisi at the free throw line. Nisi 4 of 6 shooting free throws today. He's got 8 points, 5 rebounds. Got a nice soft touch at the line.
Good touch, good form. Comes off really, really soft. And you can tell he has potential to be able to knock down that mid-range jumper.
I think Coach Drew was talking about this week was free throw shooting. You know, you always want your percentage to be better, but Baylor's ability to get to the line, they've really showed that well this year.
A lot of guards are good at being able to penetrate, and when they penetrate, play through the chest of the defender. To go through contact, a lot of guards can't do it, but Baylor's guards can.
Drive to the basket, layup, no good. Nisi another rebound for the Bears. The outlet to Jaden Nunn. Cross court to Dennis. And a travel called on Ray J. Dennis. So turnover Bears, they give it away to the Demons. Turnover number 8 on the night for Baylor. Braylon Bush brings it into the front court for Northwestern State. Demons bus trip over here from Natchitoches, Louisiana. Back home late tonight. Shot misses. Nisi another rebound for Baylor. The outlet to Jacoby Walter. Walter for the Bears. 4 points in the first half. 2 of 5 shooting. Entry pass to Nisi. And he is fouled. Now it's going to be on Ryan Forrest. First personal on Forrest. Oh, whoa, the alley-oop on the inbounds to Nisi with the flush.
Great awareness, great pass, and once again, just lob it up to the big fella. He will throw it down and finish it.
Beautiful out-of-bounds alley-oop. Second time the Bears have connected tonight on an alley-oop.
Underneath out-of-bounds play right there. And that's off right. Taking no steps, just being able to rise up. Good awareness by Ray J. Dennis.
Easy 11 points, 7 rebounds already in this game. Threatening another double-double. Short jumper in the paint, too strong. Another rebound by Nisi, and he is fouled in the backcourt. Foul number 4 on Northwestern State. Not a shooting foul, Bears bring it up. Ray J. Dennis gives to Jalen Bridges, now Jacoby Walter, now Jaden Nunn. Walter up with a 3. It is no good. Bridges flies in for the rebound. Missed on the putback. And the loose ball. Great hustle, saved in bounds by Baylor. Then taken away by Northwestern State. And then I think a foul is called on Jalen Bridges. And it is.
And there was a lot going on right here.
I would say.
The ball almost went out, but look at Jacoby Walter's effort right there. And that foul has to be on Northwestern State. No way it's foul on Jalen Bridges. Yeah, it has to be on Northwestern State.
Hey, you're right. Yeah, Jalen Bridges didn't foul anybody.
Yeah.
So the foul is on the opposite number 11. That's Justin Wilson.
Shout out to Doug Sermons getting the call right. One of the best in the game.
Final 4 crew here tonight. Doug Sermons, Rick Crawford, Randall Anders are 3 officials. So Baylor's ball. Foul on Wilson was his first. And the Bears with a three-pointer. Ray J. Dennis. The triple makes it 46-19.
Unselfish basketball. Swing it around the perimeter until you get the shot that you want. Good ball movement.
Assist by Jacoby Walter.
Good one more. A 2-on-1 on the backside, and Ray J. Dennis is able to knock it down.
Ray J. Dennis with the three-pointer puts him in double-figure scoring with 10. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists at this point in the game for Dennis. Drive on the baseline, shot no good, and a foul is called. I think it's on Jaden Nunn. It is second personal on Jaden Nunn.
Take a look at this. Good drive.
Not much of a foul there, is it?
Yeah, I didn't really see much of a foul right there. It looked like he just fell and lost his footing in the air.
Jaden Nunn saying the same thing that you're saying. First free throw is good by Chase Forte. Get them both for Forte, the junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, transfer from Gulf Coast State. Completely new roster for Northwestern State this year. There's a reverse layup, good by Ray J. Dennis. Give him 12 in the game. When we say a completely new roster, we mean from the ground up for Coach Rick Cabrera. Nice bank shot up and in by Jamel Lane. Not a single point returning, a single start returning to the team this year. The coaching change. Bridges, nice soft three from in front of the Baylor bench.
And he's shooting it so well. If you remember last year, at the beginning of the season, he didn't really shoot the three well. He really got off to a slow start, but that's not the case this year. Very confident in it, and it looks good coming out of his hands.
13 in the game for Jalen Bridges, plus 7 rebounds. Holds his ground here, pass back outside. Three ball, no good. Mesian contested rebound. Ray J. Dennis trots into the front court. How about another one for Bridges? No good from the right corner on that one. Up the floor, pass too strong, out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Jalen Bridges lighting it up here this afternoon. Nice crowd at the Farrell Center this afternoon for one of the few remaining games in the Farrell Center for Baylor basketball. Moved to the new Foster Pavilion, January 2nd. Tell you what, King, it's a really good student turnout for this game today. Look off to our right at that end of the court, and student population really in force here.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I mean, showing up, showing out. I mean, the first few games that we've done here, the students have definitely been here.
Give them balloons, and they'll show up. Very nice. Another big game tomorrow. Here's the Baylor women, number 13 in the nation, undefeated on the year, host Oregon. 1 o'clock Central Time right here in the Farrell Center. Baylor, one of 6 schools in the nation. Their men's and women's basketball teams are undefeated. Nice drive by Jacoby Walter. Nice easy drive for the layup.
That's a great move right there. One-on-one. Really shifty, really elusive.
Bears have hit 4 of their last 5 shots to build the lead to a 30-point advantage. Still just 23 points for Northwestern State We played, 26 minutes of this game. Three left side. That one's no good by Cliff Davis. Ray J. Dennis fouled on the perimeter by Ryan Forrest. Second personal, 15 foul on Northwestern State. Langston Love back on the floor for Baylor. Caleb Lohner is back out there. Here comes Jay Slack on for Northwestern State. 6'6" junior from Fort Worth. Joshua Johnwood is also out there for the Bears. Sets the screen for Love. Love puts the ball in the hands of Ray J. Dennis. Dennis gets a step, drives, left-hand layup, spins it up there, but left it just short. Jamison Epps the rebound for Demons. Now on the perimeter, it's going to be on Ray J. Dennis. It's his third tonight. Baylor, huge advantage in rebounding in this game as Braylon Bush drives in to lay it in. 35-14, Baylor leads in rebounding over the Demons.
It's them imposing their will on every shot.
Bush whistled for a foul. That's his first. Bears inbounding. Corner to Love for three. It's no good. Ojonwo to the rebound for Baylor. Jacoby Walter for three. Won't fall. Rebounded by Slack for Northwestern State. Couple misses from three-point range for the Bears. That trip down the floor. Baylor now 5 of 18 shooting threes tonight. Shot no good by Epps. Misses from three-point range. Bears bring it up. They continue to come off the bench in waves. That depth, very evident for Coach Drew. Oh, nice look. Wow. Ray J. Dennis, easy assist. Joshua Johnwood flushes it.
Good look right there. Your patience, realizes where the defense is, locates the open man. Good pass.
Davis with the drive, gave it away to Forte. Back to Davis. Davis has the ball stripped away. Bears with the takeaway. Jacoby Walter for Baylor. Walter spots the open man. It's Love, who misses from three-point range. Caleb Lohner grabs the rebound. Walter head fake. Got Epps off his feet and drew the foul. He'll get 2 free throws. King, how about a picture-perfect spot of the big man under the bucket?
It's a great pass, great play, and Ray J. Dennis out there dropping dimes. Easy flush right there from Ojon.
A first child can be stressful. So to make things a little less overwhelming, Progressive is offering...
When you order a Big Mac in the McDonald's app today, you'll earn points you can redeem for a free Big Mac in your future. Future, you says. Thanks. Earn free food with the app.
It's V Week at ESPN when we partner with the V Foundation to highlight the urgent need for cancer research. This is game-changing research that helps save lives. You can join the fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. Remember, 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research. We are all in this fight together. Our producer is Kyle Brock, lost his mom last year, Patrice. to the deadly disease of cancer. V.org/donate. Remember, 100% of your donations go to cancer research. Free throws for the Bears coming out of the timeout. A quick three at the other end is good by Braylon Bush.
Good three in transition. 2-on-1 break. You don't want to take it in there against Ojanwuna.
Demons 3 of 17 shooting from three-point range. Drive by Love. Banker no good, but a foul. And the foul is on Chase Forte. His third. Here's the three, King, by Bush.
2-on-1. I mean, Bush versus Ojanwuna with the defender on the backside. Better chances of shooting the three and knocking it down. And you saw right there, good result.
Love to the line for two. First one rims out, no good. Bears lead at 57-28, trying to get their record to 8-0 on the season. An unbeaten month of November. Now turn the calendar to December. 1 of 2 at the line by Langston Love for a 30-point Baylor lead. Big wins in that month of November for Baylor also. You talk about Auburn in the season opener out in Sioux Falls. And they're all big. Won the NIT season tip-off, wins over Oregon State and Florida. More big games coming up in December. Then you hit Big 12 play.
That's when things start to amp up.
That's right. What a year it's going to be in the Big 12, the expanded Big 12. Caleb Lohner drives, cut off on the baseline, passes out to Walter for three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jamison Epps.
And you can tell Langston Love a little bit hesitant on his jumper because he has not seen one go in like he typically does. Right there, had a little bit of space, didn't elect to shoot it because he's thinking about it now.
Three-pointer in and out. Jay Slack nearly had that one for the Demons.
The one-on-one defense, once again, by Ojanwuna on a smaller defender. Doesn't allow him to get around.
Drive, bucket, and a foul. A chance at a three-point play for Jaden Nunn.
The quickness, the explosion. One-on-one. Blows by his defender. Good finish. Jaden Nunn.
Joshua back on the floor for Baylor as Ojanwuna goes to the Baylor bench. There's Everyday John. Given that name by Fran Fraschilla came up with that, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who came up with it, but it sounds about right.
Credit him.
That sounds about right.
Meaning that John just brings his lunch pail to work every day, works hard. Everyday John. Weighing 20 pounds under what he did last year. Ooh. Little step back shot is good by Jamison Epps for Northwestern State. Nunn, right elbow jumper is good. Back-to-back baskets by Jaden Nunn for the Bears. Lead is 33 for Baylor. Bush bounces the ball to Epps. Epps backing down Miro Little. That's a charge drawn by Miro Little.
Typically on the second bump, the refs will always give you the call. Right there, the first bump, the second bump, the refs will always give the benefit to the defense. Way to take it in the chest and fall.
Caleb Lohner goes to the Baylor bench. Here is Jalen Bridges back on for Baylor. Bridges, very nice game going, 13.7 rebounds. A.J. Dennis
double-figure scoring, 12. He's got 6 assists. Eve Nisi. There's Bridges with 3 more. So now 16 in the game.
And the thing about Baylor is they have so many guys who can have big nights on any time, any point, any time of the season. They're so deep in. Last game it was Langston Love heating up. Right now it's. Oh man, I had a complete brain mishap. Yeah, Jalen Bridges heating up today and getting hot from the 3-point line. I mean, any night these guys can get hot, and they're very unselfish.
Bridges again. That 3 is off the mark. He's 4 of 8 from 3-point range now. Demons come right back. Yeah, that is quite a luxury. You don't depend on 1 or 2 guys, for your scoring every night. It can be from any number of players. Jalen Bridges with a hot hand tonight.
And showing us how it's done. Unselfish basketball leads to a great shot, and Jalen Bridges the recipient.
Fashion always came easy.
Longer, so you see clearly. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Let's look at some more bracketology. Right here, tourney records by conference. I mean, this shows that the Big 12, year and year again, is the best basketball conference in college basketball. I mean, 33 and 18, 60, almost 65% win percentage. I mean, it's extremely impressive. And that's why you've seen Kansas win a national championship. You've seen Baylor win a national championship. I mean, they have success each and every year. I mean, so many good teams, and going through the conference play and conference schedule, you're getting better and better because you're playing against such high-level competition to where when the tournament comes, you're able to withstand hard battles because you've gone through so many.
Yeah, you're going to be sharpened by making it through the Big 12 schedule. You can survive that. You can survive anything. Get into the NCAA, and it really is almost, I mean, you're playing good teams, obviously, but it's almost a breather because you're seeing somebody new, somebody that doesn't know your every move. Going through the conference schedule really does prepare you for the postseason. John shoots a 3. Chachua just long on that 3-point attempt. 66-31. Baylor leads. 7-minute mark, second half. There's well on their right way to an 8-0 start to the season. Now on Chachua, and he's the huddle-up guy. He gets the team together there. Chachua going to head to the bench. Eve Nisi is back on. Double-double watch with Nisi. He's got 11 points and 9 rebounds already today. And the ball becomes wedge, jump ball for alternate possession, and Baylor will take possession. It's the second time we've seen that in like a week, isn't it?
Yeah,
crazy. Same spot. So Bears ball with the big lead over Northwestern State, Glenn Moore's alma mater. Glenn, Baylor's highly successful softball coach, winningest coach in Baylor history. Number of wins in any sport. You see a bucket there. Glenn, big-time tight end for Northwestern State. His wife Janice was a track standout. Glenn would tell you that Janice was the bigger student athlete, most successful student athlete in their family.
I love it.
Glenn's a great guy. Janice is a great woman. Texted Glenn to see if he was here. You know, you'd think Baylor, it's his school, and it's his alma mater. He said he forgot.
That's a great answer. I just forgot,
exactly. Man. All right, Northwestern State inbounding. Davis on the perimeter. Davis has had 5 straight games with double-digit points. He's been held to 3 so far today. There's Davis. Puts up a long three. And it's no good. And Bridges knocked off the rebound for Messi. That is rebound number 10, so he's got a double-double. Jacoby Walter, step, runner, good, and a foul.
Such great touch right there. A high-level finish. One-on-one, takes the bump. Watch how he absorbs this bump right here. Absorbs the contact. Off the contact, picks up the ball. Good slow step right there. Same foot, same hand finish, which is typically an awkward type of finish. But he's so skilled, he can get it off. That's a tough bucket.
Free throw for Walter is no good. Rolls off. Told you earlier, he's Baylor's leading free throw shooter percentage-wise. He's at 89% coming in today. Steal by Walter. Brings it up for the Bears. Ray J. Dennis back into three-point territory. Turns, kicks. D'Antoine Grimes, three is good from the right corner.
That's a great find right there. Ray J. Dennis just so patient, getting into the lane, finding the open man.
12-1 run by the Bears. Timeout, Northwestern State. Rick Cabrera wants a timeout. His team down by 42.
Right there, D'Antoine Grimes earning more and more minutes every game. But I have big nights for you, time and time again. Tonight is no different. But Jacoby Walker is your leading scorer, but right now he is more than scoring. Last game he only had 2, but it doesn't matter because Langston Love comes off the bench and steps up. But tonight, Jalen Bridges, it's his night. Messi, his night. Ray J. Dennis able to score. I mean, Jacoby Walker is your leading scorer now right here with 10 points. Currently sitting in 4th, and it's a luxury to be able to have guys who can score the basketball, but also guys on your team who are selfless enough to be able to get guys who are hot the ball, because typically guys always want their numbers. And this team doesn't care about their numbers. They don't care about that. They want to win, and they do a good job of playing team basketball.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing when you can celebrate your teammates, you know, hitting a shot as much as you would if you hit that. And that's what we see with this Baylor team. Very unselfish. It's who has the best shot. Good, better, best is what they look for. 73-31, Baylor on top. Oh, shot swatted away by Eve on the perimeter. And a shot clock violation to boot. Block shot number 3 tonight by Messi, who's already got a double-double. Messi has 13 points and 10 rebounds. And block shot number 3.
And that block right there, Messi is going to make a lot of money playing this game of basketball because of things like that. One-on-one, standing in front of the basketball, getting the block.
D'Antoine Grimes, another 3. 2 threes on the day by Grimes off the Baylor bench. 15-1 run by the Bears with a huge lead, 76-31, 4.5 minutes to play. Top of the key there is Cliff Davis. Give him 6 on the day. Again, he's had 5 straight games of double-figure scoring. Jacoby Walter drives in on the baseline. Shot contested. A lot of contact there, no call. All chased down by Bush in the corner. Saves the possession. Davis drives. Shot no good. Rebound Bridges. Bridges nearing a double-double himself. He's got 16 points and 8 rebounds. Ray J. Dennis for 2.
Just so pretty. Their patience, the switch of hands in the air. He's just so smooth with it.
Well, he can create his own shot, can he?
Yeah.
There's a collision on the perimeter. Jamison Epps guilty of the foul. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 9th-ranked Baylor leads Northwestern State big.
Live sport.
part of the Big East Big 12 battle comes on Tuesday. Seton Hall coming into the Farrell Center. Then on the road versus Michigan State, in Detroit versus Duke at Madison Square Garden, December 20th. Home versus Mississippi Valley State, the Baylor men's final game here at the Farrell Center. And then Cornell to christen the new Foster Pavilion January 2nd. It is going to be ready, right? You're promising me it's going to be ready.
Let's hope so. I definitely hope so.
That's the plan. A lot of really good people working to make that happen. Exciting to think about. Great location for the Foster Pavilion. Right on I-35, right catty corner across from McLean Stadium, right on the river. Chachua for three, and he splashes it from the left corner.
He's worked on that. Worked on his three ball. And we're starting to see it be a little bit more consistent.
It's the Bears up 81-34. There is Cliff Davis starting to heat up late in the game. Another three by Cliff Davis.
Smooth stroke from Cliff Davis. When he shoots it, it looks real pretty coming off.
He's got 9 on the day. Grimes thought about another three. Instead, he'll bounce it to Ojanwuna. And then, what's the call? A foul.
It's a foul. Good basketball. Chachua on the three. Looked good leaving his hand. And right there, Doug Sermons trying to get out of here. Caught it because of the result. When, if he would have made it, I don't think he would have gave him that call.
Ojanwuna to the line. His first trip shooting free throws today. Second one is good. 1 of 2 by Josh Ojanwuna. 6'10" sophomore from Nigeria. So Bears up 82-37. Bears averaging 93 points a game here early part of the season. Step back three by Davis. This one's no good. Near collision there. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Jay Slack. Ball goes over to Baylor, and Grimes is slow to get up. Antoine Grimes back on his feet, appears to be okay. Interesting note today, turnover-wise. Now let's take a look at this. I said near collision. It was a collision. Grimes took the brunt. So 13 turnovers by Northwestern State, 8 by Baylor. Points off turnovers, 32 for Baylor, 4 for Northwestern State. Little to Caleb Lohner. Had a three, didn't take it, drives in and draws contact. He's fouled by Justin Wilson.
Good ball movement right there. And now the man of the hour, Austin Sachs, getting ready to come into the ball game.
That's a wonderful thing. You got to appreciate Austin Sachs. He's hit a couple of been in